New tonight at 6, it was a scary morning for 3 teens in rural Devil's Lake. Highway Patrol says that just after 4, an SUV was traveling north on Highway 57 when the driver lost control. The car went into a ditch and flipped, coming to rest upside down in the water. All 3 teens were able to make it out of the car and were taken to the hospital. Now, the 16-year-old driver suffered serious injuries. They were charged with driving under the influence. An 18-year-old passenger, Kellen McKay of Minnetonka, was also seriously hurt. A 13-year-old passenger walked away with just minor injuries. Officers say that none of the teens were wearing seatbelts. The crash is still under investigation. After a decades-long battle with both drug and alcohol addiction, a Wadena, Minnesota woman is celebrating Thanksgiving with her family tonight, 9 months sober. And sharing her story with Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley today, she says she hopes she can inspire others to get clean so they're able to spend days like today with their loved ones before it's too late.
To be here sober today and be able to have that time with my mom and dad, my kids, my husband, is really a big blessing.
Amber Nelson has been battling addiction since she was 15.
Meth is really the devil, and it will pull you in and it will suck you in until you have nothing. I missed Easter, I missed Thanksgiving, I missed Christmases, where I just wanted to be in my room, be with my friends, out getting high.
Just days before Christmas in 2019, Nelson says she was wrapped up in meth and headed down a scary path when she was arrested, charged, and ended up spending 6 months behind bars.
I lost a lot of time with my kids. No drug, no sip of alcohol is worth any of it.
But Nelson says it was the wake-up call she needed, and one that has led her into her now 9th month of sobriety.
Every day I wake up and I'm like, oh, thank you, Lord, for waking me up, giving me the second chance.
Nelson says, of course, there are still tough days, but she says it's her family and her recent graduation from treatment that keeps her motivated.
Being an addict, it's a struggle.
Nelson says the holidays bring extra challenges to those trying to stay sober, as alcohol is a staple for many at the table. And she urges loved ones to be mindful, understanding, and encouraging for those wrestling with sobriety.
Always make sure that you're offering them some sort of support.
Adding, if she can get this far, anyone else can too.
There's better days.
In Wadena, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
Well, hello and happy Thanksgiving. It's a cold, clear night in Fargo. You're looking live at the season opening of the lights at Lindenwood. The event began just 30 minutes ago. It features 95 colorful displays. 23 of them are brand new this year. If you want to see the lights, it's open until 10 o'clock tonight. And let's see what the rest of tonight looks like. Nathan, what's the weather look like for folks that are looking to head out?
Thanks, Kaylee. Happy Thanksgiving to you and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thanks for spending your time with us here this evening. For tonight, things won't be as cold as they were last night. Take a look at just how cold we were this morning. That black line you see there, that's the 0-degree line. So areas toward the north of that, below 0 this morning, 9 below in Langdon, 1 below in Grand Forks. 2 degrees was that morning low temperature in Fargo. So if you do want to head out, maybe see those lights at Lindenwood Park. Nice cup of hot cocoa, maybe the way to go there if you're spending some time enjoying those lights. Now here's how things look now. We've risen significantly from where we were earlier, 23 in Devil's Lake, 23 in Jamestown, and we are seeing a south wind. So for our friends who are still in the single digits out toward Bemidji, I do expect temperatures to be rising for you folks there through this evening and into the overnight as well. Still seeing a 2 degree below 0 wind chill index there in Hallock, but above 0 for most everyone else there, as those temperatures are warming a little bit. I am watching this, a weak warm front making its way out of Manitoba and perhaps could bring some light snow showers to our region here in the overnight hours tonight and into our morning as well. Notice it's just light snowfall, but Kaylee, could be enough for later on tonight into tomorrow morning for some slippery spots there for Friday. But we'll talk about that travel forecast for Friday and look ahead to perhaps some more wintry weather for Saturday coming up here in a few minutes.
Well, I know they don't celebrate Thanksgiving up in Canada, so still thinking of my friends in Canada who are dealing with the snow possibly tonight.
Yep.
Thank you, Nathan. Local officers are working to see if there's a link between recent school shooting threats. Valley News Live received another message on our whistleblower hotline last night of someone threatening to shoot up a school.
Hi, my name is Tristan Bjorn, and I'm going to shoot up the school on Monday, so be ready. Bye.
Now, if it is a credible threat, officers say that they will notify school administrators. This is the second time Valley News Live's whistleblower hotline received a threat of this kind. The first was reported on November 1st. Detroit Lakes police ultimately identified the person who made that threat, and the school closed their campus for a short time. Gooseberry Falls is a popular Minnesota state park, but it's also dangerous. A quick Google search brings up article after article of hikers falling to their death. Bo Lofgren is one of those people who fell over the water's edge while he was trying to save a child. And today, he lives to tell his tale. 6 months ago, while on a school field trip, Holly Elementary teacher Bo Lofgren's life changed forever.
The next thing I knew is we both made a 30-foot fall down the set of waterfalls.
He broke 4 vertebrae and his tailbone, and his son was there to see it.
Yeah, it was a scary time, so.
He spent 4 days in the hospital, months in a brace, and even longer relearning how to walk. He still isn't 100%. The physical part of recovery was hard, but Lofgren says being back at school has helped him recover mentally.
It was like instant adrenaline, knowing, okay, these are the kids I get to work with, and that really helped me here to get better here so I could be here today.
Lofgren teaches his 6th graders all kinds of serious life lessons.
Aurora, what happened with her? Her little brother. Raise your hand, tell me, what happened with her?
Her brother passed away.
Yeah, her little brother, he was 4 months old, passed away.
Including his accident.
Okay, this was my brace, obviously my brace that I had. Okay, you know, and it's so funny because this was such a part of my life for, 3 months.
He says talking to his students is not only helping him recover,
The kids they're outstanding medicine.
but it's also helping his students be vulnerable about their struggles, too. The accident has given him a new outlook on life.
Am I still the old Mr. Lofgren, or do you think I'm a new and improved Mr. Lofgren? Think so?
This Thanksgiving, he says he's more grateful than ever.
I'm just thankful to experience all that life has to offer every day living in Holly. I can't say that enough.
But most of all, Lofgren says he's just glad he's still here for his family.
Thankful for the opportunities I have to teach, to coach, to be a husband, to be a father. I love you.
And they're grateful he's still here, too.
My love, when he drives us to school in the morning, just spending that time before school, coming to his room after school, just seeing him really makes me happy.
For Valley News Live, I'm Kaylee Chella reporting. Lofgren wanted to make sure that I told you just how thankful he is for his church, the medical staff at his hospital, and everyone who's played a part in his recovery. Well, as you look over your Thanksgiving leftovers, you might be thinking, can hot food go in the fridge? Earlier this month, a Reddit post asking that exact question got more than 1,000 comments. And the answer is, experts say it's more important how the food is stored and for how long than whether it needs to cool down first.
In order for things to cool properly, so to get from hot down to cold, you want to make sure that they're in shallow containers, so small amounts of food, and that they're not stacked up in the refrigerator, because then you don't get airflow around the foods to help cool things down quickly.
So yes, you can put hot food in the fridge, but the USDA recommends eating your leftovers within 3 to 4 days after you make it, or to put them in the freezer. When you're ready to eat your food again, make sure that you reheat them properly, up to 165 degrees. Later